LiteWeights. Today I'm going to be reacting to The Matrix, and I am very excited to watch this one. This is the very first film that was voted on by my patrons over on Patreon, but the reason it was even put on the poll was because so many people here requested it. So it was a group effort. Thank you to everybody who suggested it in the comments. I've gotten it a lot since I started the channel. Thank you to the patrons for voting on it over on Patreon. If you would like to participate in those polls, you can go do that over there. Or if you just want to keep giving your suggestions in the comments, because I do see them and I do keep tabs of them, you can just leave them in the video too, regardless of how you contribute to the channel. Thank you so much. And because of you all, we're watching The Matrix today. I don't really know anything about this. Now, before people say, how is this another one you haven't seen? This came out in '99. I was seven. I was seven. I can math. I was 7. Okay, I didn't see this movie when it came out. However, I do remember walking into the very first day of school, and there was a kid in my head, it's full length. It probably wasn't actually full length, but like a long pleather jacket with little black sunglasses doing this thing. In the front, we all had to walk around him. I was the new kid at school. I was a little nervous because he was obsessed with The Matrix. So that's what I've got. Leather, backbends, and bullets. That's what I know about The Matrix. I am really excited to watch this. I do remember my dad watching, is there like an animated something with The Matrix? I do remember he was all excited because he found or got or something with an animated version of The Matrix. It might have been called the Animatrix. I think that's what it was called, actually. So I do recall that. I don't know how many movies there are. It's at least a trilogy. There's an animated spin-off. It seems like a whole universe. And I'm excited to dive in. So again, thank you all for suggesting this. Thank you for my patrons for voting on it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and here we go. The Matrix.
Is everything in place?
You weren't supposed to relieve me.
I know, but I felt like taking a shift.
You like him, don't you? You like watching him.
Don't be ridiculous. I better go.
That was a really cool transition.
Hands in your head! Do it! Do it now!
Why is such a police presence?
You give me that jewelry's mine.
Get crap. The orders were for your protection.
I think we can handle one little girl.
That's how you know she's gonna be a badass, when they call her a little girl.
They're bringing her down now.
Now, Lieutenant, your men are already dead.
There's the leather. Ow! Woo! What is she?
There's no time. You're going to have to get to another exit.
Are there any agents?
Yes, you have to focus, Trinity. There's a phone at Wilson Lake. You can make it.
All right.
Oh, the good old Nokia cell phone. The fact that he can run that well and move that well in that suit, you know it's tailored right. How?
It's impossible.
Like, my thoughts exactly. How is this happening? So, are they?
Get up.
Are they not human? What the hell? Why did she do that?
She got out.
Doesn't matter. We have the name of their next target.
The name is Neo.
I'm trying not to ask a million questions because I know they're going to get answered, but I'm sorry, what? Oh my God, I remember that keyboard. Wake up, Neo. My God, he's so young.
What?
The Matrix has you. Follow the white rabbit.
White rabbit.
What in Alice in Wonderland? Knock, knock, Neo. Dude, that would have creeped me out so bad.
Got the money? $2,000.
Simulation and simulation?
Hallelujah. You're my savior, man.
That guy in the back.
You get caught using that.
Yeah, I know. This never happened. You don't exist.
That's what the kid in my school looked like.
Now, you look a little whiter than usual.
My computer, you ever have that feeling where you're not sure if you're awake or still dreaming?
All the time. It's called mescaline. Should we take him with us?
Definitely.
Yeah, sure. I'll go.
He's having a great time.
Hello, Neo.
How do you know that name?
I know a lot about you.
She's so pretty.
My name is Trinity.
The Trinity? That cracked the IRSD base.
That was a long time ago.
I just thought, you were a guy.
Most guys do. I know why you're here, Neo. I know what you've been doing. I was looking for an answer. It's the question that brought you here. You know the question, just as I did.
Oh, I don't know the question.
What is the Matrix?
The answer is up there, Neo. It's looking for you, and it will find you if you want it to.
That was a very obvious question. Meta, what did that say?
Either you choose to be at your desk on time from this day forward, or you choose to find yourself another job.
Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Mr. Reinhardt.
He got up when his alarm went off. He didn't set his alarm earlier.
Thomas Anderson?
Dude, those phones were so cool. They were so cool. Everyone wanted those.
They're coming for you, Neo, and I don't know what they're going to do.
Who's coming for me?
Stand up and see for yourself.
What, right now?
Yes.
Don't be suspicious. They were so in sync. That was creepy. That's very uncanny valley.
What if they...
Go now. Stay here for just a moment.
That's really what it is. I'm like, I can't figure out why they creep me out so much. It's because it's very uncanny valley.
When I tell you, go to the end of the row, to the office at the end of the hall. Stay as low as you can. Go now.
All his coworkers like, dude, what?
Left, there's a window. Go to it. You can use the scaffold to get to the roof.
Wait. No way.
There are two ways out of this building. One is that scaffold, the other is in their custody. I leave it to you.
He's like, I gave you your options. I can't help you now. According to Trinity, you were looking for things you shouldn't have been looking for. Nope. At least it's a pretty wide ledge. It could be worse. Like it could be this part. No, I couldn't do it. I'd go back in and let them arrest me. That's exactly what I would have done. Nope. I love like the film, not film grain, but film coloration this movie has. It kind of has like a green hue to it. That's a big file.
One life, you're Thomas A. Anderson. The other life is in computers, where you go by the hacker alias Neo. One of these lives has a future, and one of them does not.
Why does he still have sunglasses on?
You're here because we need your help.
Oh, okay. There we go.
We know that you've been contacted by a certain individual, a man who calls himself Morpheus. We're willing to wipe the slate clean.
Wow, that sounds like a really good deal. But I think I got it better. How about I give you the finger, and you give me my phone call? I want my phone call.
What good is a phone call if you're unable to speak?
What? No! Oh!
You're going to help us, Mr. Anderson, whether you want to.
What is that? Oh! Why does it look like a shrimp? Oh, no. I can't. How is that? What the hell is happening? What is happening? That agent guy, he sounds like the host of the Twilight Zone. Like that transatlantic, like, I don't know. I love it.
You see, you may have spent the last few years looking for me, but I've spent my entire life looking for you. Now, do you still want to meet?
Yes.
Then go to the Adams Street Bridge.
So did that actually happen or no? It's hard for me to be patient.
Get in.
Oh.
What the hell is this?
It's necessary, Neo, for our protection.
What?
From you. Take off your shirt.
What?
Are you gonna get the shrimp out of my belly button?
Highway or the highway?
Fine.
You know exactly where it ends. And I know that's not where you want to be.
I gotta give credit to these people. They don't force him to do anything. They always say, you can go out the window or you can be arrested. You can stay with us or you can walk away. Like, they don't force him to do anything.
Lie back. Lift up your shirt.
What is that thing?
I think you're bugged.
With the shrimp.
Try and relax.
I have a thing with belly. I'm sorry, I can't.
It's on the move.
Oh, I can't.
No, I'm not. Clear.
Jesus Christ, that thing's real!
How does he not have a gaping wound? I have a thing with belly buttons. It's a whole thing. I did not like that.
This is it. Let me give you one piece of advice. Be honest. He knows more than you can imagine.
I am obsessed with her. I freaking love her so much. I don't even know her. She's just so cool.
As you no doubt have guessed, I am Morpheus. I imagine that right now you're feeling a bit like Alice. You have the look of a man who accepts what he sees because he is expecting to wake up. Ironically, this is not far from the truth. Do you believe in fate, Neo?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't like the idea that I'm not in control of my life.
Driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The Matrix.
Do you want to know what it is?
Yes, please.
The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
That you are a slave, Neo. A prison for your mind. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself.
I love what they do with the filming style with the sunglasses. Every time someone has sunglasses on and you pan to them, you can see like vividly the reflection.
This is your last chance.
Like, do you see that?
You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
That was really cool. And again, giving him a choice.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Ooh, that was so cool. I love how that was filmed. It was like the sunglass reflections were like the different paths he could have taken.
Hey, Pop. Are we online? Almost.
Is that guy a villain in something?
The pill you took is part of a trace program. It's designed to disrupt your input-output carrier signal so we can pinpoint your location.
It means buckle your seatbelt, Dorothy, because Kansas is going bye-bye.
I think he's a bad guy at something.
Did you?
It's going into replication.
Hey, Pop. Still nothing.
Lock, I got him.
Ah! What in the alien is happening? Ah! He's getting flushed? What the hell? Or is he getting born? Is that what it feels like to be a baby? I mean, he's lucky his muscles work at all. If he's been in that stupid pod, like, does he have any muscle mass?
Welcome to the real world.
Oh, whoa, the lighting is different. It doesn't have that green on it now.
He still needs a lot of work.
What are you doing?
Your muscles have atrophied. We're rebuilding.
That's the word I was looking for. Okay, so he was in a pod, essentially living in like a Ready Player One VR style world. Oh, God. But was he born and immediately put into the pod? But who's birthing? Who's doing the births?
Morpheus, what's happened to me? What is this place?
More important than what is when. You believe it's the year 1999, when in fact it's closer to 2199. I can't tell you exactly what year it is. We honestly don't know. This is my ship, the Nebuchadnezzar. It's a hovercraft. This is the core. We broadcast our pirate signal and hack into the Matrix.
He's a pirate?
Most of my crew, you already know. This is APOC, Switch, and Cypher. The ones you don't know, Tank, and his big brother Dozer. The little one behind you is Mouse. You wanted to know what the Matrix is.
I love them all, but Cypher seems a little untrustworthy, and I don't know it's because he played a bad guy in a different movie, but I don't like him. He gives me bad vibes.
Try to relax.
He's taking this all very well. He's very calm. Jesus.
This is the construct. We can load anything from clothing to equipment, anything we need.
How are his sunglasses staying on?
This is the world that you know. The world as it was at the end of the 20th century. This is the world as it exists today.
Oh my God. So how many humans are left not in the dream world?
At some point in the early 21st century, all of mankind was united in celebration. We marveled at our own magnificence as we gave birth to AI.
Great. Great.
We don't know who struck first, us or them, but we know that it was us that scorched the sky. At the time, they were dependent on solar power, and it was believed that they would be unable to survive without an energy source as abundant as the sun.
How are we supposed to survive without the sun?
The human body generates more bioelectricity than a 120-volt battery and over 25,000 BTUs of body heat. Combined with a form of fusion, the machines had found all the energy they would ever need.
Oh my God, that's awful, but that's also really cool. But again, who's birthing the babies?
Endless fields where human beings are no longer born.
Oh.
We are grown.
Ah. How though?
For the longest time, I wouldn't believe it. And then I saw the fields with my own eyes, watched them liquefy the dead so they could be fed intravenously to the living. And standing there, facing the pure, horrifying precision, I came to realize the obviousness of the truth. The Matrix is a computer-generated dream world in order to change a human being into this.
No, I don't believe it.
Let me out!
Easy, Neo.
Just breathe.
Now that is the reaction that I would have been having right away. I feel like there's an importance to reflection.
We never free a mind once it's reached a certain age. It's dangerous. The mind has trouble letting go. I've seen it before, and I'm sorry. I did what I did because I had to. When the Matrix was first built, there was a man born inside who had the ability to change whatever he wanted, to remake the Matrix as he saw fit. It was he who freed the first of us. After he died, the Oracle prophesied his return.
You know what else this reminds me of? The allegory of the cave.
You don't have any
Holes? Nope. Me and my brother Dozer were both 100% pure, old-fashioned, homegrown human, born free right here in the real world. Genuine child of Zion.
Zion.
If the war was over tomorrow, Zion's where the party would be.
It's a city.
The last human city. The only place we have left.
Okay, so there are at least some humans left?
I'm fairly excited to see what you're capable of. If Morpheus is right, no. We're not supposed to talk about this, but if you are, it's a very exciting time.
I love him.
We got a lot to do. We gotta get to it. Now, we're supposed to start with these operation programs first. That's Major Bar and Shed. How about combat training?
That's your jujitsu? I'm squinting like that's gonna help me read it. Yeah, okay.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I'm going to learn.
Jiu-jitsu. Hey, Mikey, I think he likes it. How about some more?
Hell yes.
Yeah. That's literally like what every kid wished for in school, was that you could just have some down. Hey, taekwondo. That's what I did.
I'm with you. 10 hours straight. A machine.
I know Kung Fu.
Show me. This is a sparring program, similar to the programmed reality of the Matrix. Then hit me, if you can.
Oh my God, I feel like I'm actually watching an old martial arts movie. I love it. Down to the sound effects of the moving limbs. That's so cool. He's about to get his ass kicked. There it is.
Good.
Too flashy.
Adaptation, improvisation. Your weakness is not your technique.
Well, it's probably a stunt double. I was gonna say, does Keanu actually do martial arts? Cause
Morpheus is fighting Neo.
looks real good. Oh, that's a stunt double. Okay, I saw it that time. No, I don't know. Some of that's definitely him. He's got good technique. Give him that. I love this so much. This is so cool. This is amazing.
Do you believe that my being stronger or faster has anything to do with my muscles? You think that's air you're breathing in?
Okay, so like he's getting winded and tired, but he doesn't have to because he's in a program. So he's getting winded and tired because that's what he's used to feeling if he were to be doing this. But it's just, that's all in your head, right?
You're faster than this. Don't think you are. Know you I'm trying to free your mind, Nia. But I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it.
Again, giving him the choice.
Load the jump program. You have to let it all go, Neo. Free your mind.
Step 1, give yourself a cooler outfit. Give yourself a leather jacket and some cool shades.
No problem.
You're just gonna go.
I thought it wasn't real.
Your mind makes it real.
If you're killed in the Matrix, you die here.
The body cannot live without the mind.
That's pretty consistent across mediums. Mediums? Who am I? You know what I mean. Other movies. Dude, he creeps me out.
I just keep wondering if Morpheus is so sure. Why doesn't he take him to see the Oracle?
When you're
And one hot lady in a red dress.
Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress?
I was.
Look again.
Oh!
If you are not one of us, you are one of them. That means that anyone we haven't unplugged is potentially an agent.
So the agent isn't a human plugged in. An agent is like a part of the actual Matrix.
Killing machine designed for one thing.
Where are we?
They're called service and waste systems.
How do you know they're actually gone?
Whoa!
Is that?
The Matrix? Yeah. I've been thinking it ever since I got here. Why, oh why didn't I take the blue pill?
Okay, maybe I judged him too harshly. Maybe he's nice. He just seemed a little, I don't know, creepy.
Did he tell you why he did it? Why you're here? What a mind job. So you're here to save the world. What do you say to something like that?
Yeah, seriously, no pressure.
A little piece of advice. You see an agent, you do what we do. Run.
Thanks for the drink.
The Matrix is telling my brain that it is juicy and delicious.
This is why you trust your gut.
After 9 years, you know what I realized? Ignorance is bliss.
This is why you trust your gut. I freaking knew. See?
Then we have a deal.
I don't want to remember nothing. Nothing. You understand?
Yeah, he's probably just gonna kill you. Problem solved.
I don't want to be rich. You know, someone important. Like an actor.
Whatever you want, Mr. Regan.
See, this is why as soon as I have a thought that pops in my head during reactions, I just say it. Because if it's right, you look like a genius. If it's wrong, nobody cares.
So I understand understand that you've run through the agent training program. I wrote that program.
Here it comes.
So what did you think of her?
Of who?
The woman in the red dress. But if you'd like to meet her, I can arrange a much more personalized millimeter.
The digital pimp, hard at work.
To deny our own impulses is to deny the very thing that makes us human.
Bring the ship up to broadcast depth. We're going in, taking Neo to see her.
I love how it's kind of like they're in a submarine. Obviously, they're not. But it's very reminiscent of a submarine, like the doors with the, you know.
Everyone, please observe. The fasten seatbelt and no smoking signs have been turned on.
The going to the depth for the signal. It's just, that's cool. The music in this has been really good. He got an outfit upgrade.
We're in.
See, she's just so cool. I also love how everyone wears black, except for, I forget what her name was. Why is she in white?
We'll be back now.
Uh-oh.
I used to eat that. Really good noodles.
I mean, you could still pop in for a bite.
The Matrix cannot tell you who you are.
But an oracle can.
That's different.
So Morpheus had said,
What did she tell you?
She told me.
What?
We're here. Neo, come with me.
shit, what was I gonna say? Damn it. Morpheus had said something. This not have been important, I guess. Oh, Morpheus had said that they try to pull people out by a certain age, and then after that age, they don't pull you out. Do we ever learn what that age is?
The oracle that made the prophecy.
Yes, she's very old. She is a guide. She can help you to find the path.
She helped you.
Yes.
What did she tell you?
I feel like that's probably kind of personal. Oh. You would think that your prophecy would kind of be personal to you.
I told you I can only show you the door. You have to walk through it.
There's that choice again.
You're right on time. These are the other potentials. You can wait here.
There's also a lot of, like, obviously I said the allegory of the cave, but there's also a lot of parallels to religion in this that are kind of interesting and would be interesting to look into more.
Do not try and bend the spoon. That's impossible. Instead, only try to realize the truth. There is no spoon. Then you'll see that it is not the spoon that bends. It is only yourself.
The Oracle will see you now.
That kid taught him more in 2 seconds than like half those training videos probably did.
I know you're Neo. Be right with you.
You're the oracle?
Bingo. Not quite what you were expecting. I'd ask you to sit down and don't worry about the vase.
What vase?
What's really going to bake your noodle later on is, would you still have broken it if I hadn't said anything? I can see why she likes you.
Who?
Not too bright, though. You knew why Morpheus brought you to see me.
Just not observant.
You got the gift, but it looks like you're waiting for something.
What?
Your next life, maybe. Who knows? It's the way these things go. In the one hand, you'll have Morpheus's life. And in the other hand, you'll have your own. One of you is going to die. Take a cookie. I promise, by the time you're done eating it, you'll feel right as rain.
What's in the cookie? So it's interesting because she said not in this life, meaning that in his next...
What was said was for you and for you alone.
Dude, how does he keep those on? His next reincarnation, he could be the one, or he is the one. So, if he sacrifices himself for Morpheus and then is born again, then Morpheus can actually find him for real that time. Everybody wins.
They're on their way.
You know, besides Neo, who would have to die first. Yeah, no, that dude's just creepy. Obviously, we know that he's, you know, a rat now, but he's creepy.
Who's that?
Deja vu?
Deja vu.
Oh.
What did you see?
What happened?
Black cat went past us, and then another that looked just like it.
Switch, APOC.
What is it?
A deja vu is usually a glitch in the Matrix. It happens when they change something.
Let's go.
To cut the hard line, it's a trap. Get out!
Oh.
Oh no.
Is the only way out through the phone? And that's why she ran to the phone booth and like almost got ran over by a truck? Because you have to like answer the phone to get pulled out?
That's what they changed. We're trapped. There's no way out.
Be calm. Give me your phone.
They'll be able to track it.
We have no choice.
And he doesn't have his phone because he threw it in a trash can.
Find a structural drawing of this building.
You got it.
I need the main wet wall.
Neil, I hope the Oracle gave you some good news.
Oh, God. This is like super, super dangerous for them just to be in the Matrix in general because, yes, you can bend the world to your will, but if the only way for you to get out and not die is to get to a specific phone.
Where are they?
Then you have to be really careful. I guess it's no different than real life. We'd have to be really careful, but still. For some reason, it almost makes it a little bit more scary. Oh.
They're in the walls.
They're not in the walls, it's just the rats sneezing.
Let's get Neo out! He's all that matters!
No!
Cypher, come on!
Oh! Aye. Oh!
Take him.
No! Operator.
Yeah, I need an exit fast. There was an accident. All of a sudden, boom! Somebody up there still likes me.
I got you.
No, don't pull him out.
Is Morpheus alive?
Yes. They're moving him. I don't know where to yet.
We need an exit.
You're not far from Cypher. He's in the Franklin area.
Got it.
So there's only specific phones that can pull you out. It's not any landline?
Where are they? Give me a call.
God, now I'm just worried about what he's gonna do!
You first, Neo.
I don't know, it just went dead.
No! No!
Hello, Trinity.
Cypher, where's Tank?
Ew! It's fucking...
You know, for a long time, I thought I was in love with you.
I used to dream about you.
You're a beautiful woman, Trinity.
But bad things have to turn out this way.
You killed them.
What?
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
I'm tired of that jag off my office bullshit.
Surprise, asshole. Bet you never saw this coming.
Okay, he was surprisingly nimble.
If you would have told us the truth, we would have told you to shove that red pill right up your ass.
He set us free.
If I gotta choose between that and the Matrix,
Then move to Zion.
I choose the Matrix.
Why do you need to stay on the ship?
I think the Matrix can be more real than this world. All I do is pull the plug here. But there, you have to watch APOC die.
What the fuck?
If you have anything terribly important to say to Switch, I suggest you say it now.
Not like this.
Oh my God. See, that's just unnecessary.
God damn you, Cypher.
Don't hate me, Trinity. I'm just a messenger.
All you needed to do, all you agreed to is give them Morpheus. You don't need to do all this extra shit.
There's no way I can pull this plug. I mean, if Neo's the one, then there'd have to be some kind of a miracle to stop me. I don't believe it.
As Mushu said I hear someone ask for a miracle? Hurry up! Is Dozer alive too?
You hurt?
Be all right.
You will not be alright. You need to sit down.
Does it?
No. Okay, so just in theory, what would have happened if
Have you ever stood and stared at it?
they got stuck in their chairs and had nobody to pull them out? Would their bodies just eventually wither and die, and then they would die in the Matrix?
I believe that as a species, human beings define their reality through misery. A perfect world, a dream that your primitive cerebrum kept trying to wake up from.
What are they doing?
Breaking into his mind. It's like hacking a computer. All it takes is time.
Well, there has to be something that we can do.
There is. We pull the plug.
You're gonna kill him. Kill Morpheus.
We don't have any other choice.
I feel like that should be the last option. Maybe try options A and B first.
Morpheus, you're more than a leader to us. You're a father.
I miss you always.
Okay, wait a minute. This is rash. You have...
Stop. This can't be just coincidence. It can't be.
What are you talking about?
The Oracle. She told me this would happen.
What are you doing?
I'm going in.
No, you're not.
I believe I can bring him back.
Let me tell you what I believe. If you are really serious about saving him, you are going to need my help. And since I am the ranking officer on this ship, if you don't like it, I believe you can go to hell. Load us up.
Oh.
Every mammal on this planet instinctively develops a natural equilibrium, but you humans do not. You move to an area and you multiply and multiply until every natural resource is consumed. The only way you can survive is to spread to another area.
That sounds like a virus.
There is another organism on this planet that follows the same pattern. Do you know what it is? A virus.
I have some experience with those recently.
Okay, so what do you need? Besides a miracle.
Guns. Lots of guns.
I know that meme.
No one has ever done anything like this.
That's why it's going to work.
So does he ever wear a leather jacket?
Why isn't the serum working?
Perhaps we're asking the wrong questions.
I thought everybody wore leather. Oh, shit's about to go down.
Please remove any metallic items you're carrying. Keys, loose change.
Holy
shit.
Back up. Stand back up.
His poor little gun in comparison. Dude, they look so badass. So cool. That was awesome. The way this is filmed is just so cool. And I don't know, was anything really filmed like this up until this point? Or was this like cutting edge in style? Because there are so many things that seem to have been influenced, and I don't know if it's from this or if this was influenced from something previous, but it's so good. So do you feel like the one yet? Because that kind of seemed like one behavior.
I think they're trying to save you.
Well, shit.
I repeat, we are under attack.
That seems very painful.
Help!
Oh, there's the back bend. Oh. I don't know if I've ever seen like a bullet, what's that called? Bullet time? The slowdown of the bullets?
Dodge this.
Oh! Hell yeah! I don't know if I've ever seen that in a movie before. I've only seen that in games. That was really cool.
How did you do that?
Do what?
You move like they do. I've never seen anyone move that fast.
Fast enough.
Did he move fast or did he make the bullets move
Can
slow?
you fly that thing?
Operator.
Tank, I need a pilot program for a B-212 helicopter. Hurry.
That would be so cool. Oh shit. Oh. The different colorations depending on where they are. How do you know you're not gonna shoot Morpheus? This is so cool. But the difference is they can't really die, can they? Because they are part of the Matrix. So, like, they get zapped out of the current body they're in, but they're still there. Yeah, okay. So that's extra scary because the only way you can get rid of them is if you literally kill everybody in the Matrix, which you can't do. Nor would you want to. Come on! Oh!
It's not gonna make it.
Oh! Oh! Did they install emergency flight tactics on that chip or what? Okay, now your turn. Get out. No. That was so smart. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, at first I thought he was gonna try to pull the helicopter, if I'm being completely honest with you. That was so cool! Are you kidding me?
He's the one.
Well, he believes he is now. That's what it comes down to. How many times can I smack my hands? That's how you know I'm into it. So romantic.
Neo, sooner or later you're going to realize, just as I did, there's a difference between knowing the path and walking.
Operator?
Tank. Trace was completed. We have their position.
Sentinels are standing by.
Order the strike.
Is there a specific agent that's like lead agent, or is it all?
Not out yet.
Because I kind of just thought they were all the same computer, if you will. But code, is that the word? Like they were all the same code, but it does seem like they're different code strands or different entities almost. Oh no, shit, he's gonna go into that guy.
Neo, I want to tell you something. But I'm afraid of what it could mean if I do.
Can you save it?
Everything the Oracle told me has come true.
This is not the time.
What the hell just happened?
An agent, you have to send me back.
Mr. Anderson.
Run, Neo, run.
I have goosebumps.
You're empty.
So are you.
faster, Neo. Remember the spoon. Oh! He's like, I can do that too. Neo, I have seen you punch faster than this. Step it up. What are we doing? Oh, this is gonna be the moment, isn't it? When he officially turns into the one. Okay, that was cool with the dust that got flung off. Are you kidding me? Oh, that was so cool! Oh, God. You better lay down flat. Sounds like a train is coming.
Hear that, Mr. Anderson? That is the sound of inevitability.
Is he Thanos?
My name is Neo.
Get off the tracks! What's it called when you have a word and if you switch the letters, it's a different word? Is Neo supposed to be one? Is that why he was named that? I don't think like anagram is not the right word, but oh, you know, you just fucking beat the agent.
Tank, charge the EMP.
We can't use that until he's out.
He's gonna make it.
Was he just yelling at a woman about her shoes?
Go on your left. No, your other left.
I was like, that's not your left? Oh my God, that poor old lady.
Back door.
Oh! I like how they have a little sound effect for when they change so that you know that old lady is not an old lady anymore.
Oh no.
Here they come.
This is too stressful. Oh. You better hurry up, Neo. I slapped my hand so hard I hurt myself. It's like still stinging.
Fire escape at the end of the alley, room 303.
Remember, you're not winded. Your muscles aren't tired. Just move it. I don't even know if that's actually how any of this works. Makes me feel better, though. How are you supposed to fight that thing off now that's inside? Does the EMP work inside, too? Dude, I am dressed. No. What? How are you gonna have him make it all that way? Just, are you kidding me right now? Are you?
He's gone.
Can you like defibrillate him? How does that work? Does he actually have, he doesn't have bullet wounds in the real world, does he?
Goodbye, Mr. Anderson.
Or does he? Like have the actual injuries? I know they spit out the blood and stuff, but...
You can't be dead because I love you.
Reverse Sleeping Beauty.
No.
Can you do a little force push and send it back? Oh, that was such a beautiful sidekick. Crispy. Look at that. Oh, he actually looks a little nervous. He just flexed and the building bent with his flex. Oh, they're scared. Holy shit. Okay, but you still need to get to the phone. Well, I guess it would still kill his body, though. What does it mean to be the... Oh, he's out. I was going to ask questions I don't need to ask anymore. His own little sunglasses. Okay, that smirk. That was good. That was so good. Okay, guys. Oops, I moved my mic. Okay, guys. I didn't realize that this is going to be a movie with such complexity and depth. I knew nothing about the actual story of this. I just knew it was an action film, right? I told you backbends, bullets, and leather. That's what... I didn't realize it was going to be like a whole... That's all I got. That's all I got. That's the only way to explain it. I have to watch this many times now because there's so much. I already know there's so much depth and complexity to this movie that I'm not even beginning to scratch the surface of on one viewing, and I am so excited. This is why I love having this channel. Okay? My first channel, we're going on a tangent. Come with me. Come on a trip. My first channel, gaming channel. Amazing channel. Love it. Love that channel because I play a bunch of games that I had never played before. This channel, though, these movies, holy shit. They are so good. We have not watched a single dud. We have not watched a single dud. They are so good. And I think they're more exciting. Like, obviously, I'm a gamer girl. I love my video games, okay? I get more excited about these, though, because they feel so much more culturally impactful. Like, when you live under a rock and you don't play a lot of games, you miss out on memes, right? Like, a big one on social media right now is like, oh, this before GTA 6, crazy, right? Okay. But if you live under a rock with movies, there are so many culturally important things that you don't even realize you're missing out on. This is one of those movies. I had no idea how much comes from this movie. I had no idea. I'm almost a little angry at myself. To be fair, like I said, when it came out, I was 7. It makes sense I didn't watch it then. But why did I wait so long? This was just freaking phenomenal. This was phenomenal. And I know I say that a lot. Okay? I get it. I'm not difficult to please when it comes to being entertained with movies. All right? I'm not. I was a girl raised on Disney movies and Jackie Chan. Okay? I'm not hard to please. It's pretty simple. Easily entertained. Some of these movies I've been watching recently, all of these movies, let's be real, they are just so good. So good. And I'm just so glad to finally be watching them. And I'm so glad to finally be understanding things that I didn't even know I didn't know. And I can't even think of a specific example now, but there were so many moments where I was like, oh shit, that's where this is from. Oh shit, that's where this is from. It's just a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Anyways, I had to watch this a bunch more times. I did take notes, but... So I was going to ask at the end there. It didn't matter because he was pulled out. But in terms of being the one, is he like the agents? Because it looked like he was able to manipulate the Matrix just like the agents were. Obviously, like, he flexed and the whole building bent. He went into the agent and, like... So if he had his cord pulled and he was still in there, for him, would it be different where, like, he could still live in the Matrix, but his body would be dead? How would that have worked? Because his brain still would have been dead, but it's almost seeming like... Is there, like... I don't know anything about computers. I am tech illiterate. It is a miracle we get any of these videos recorded. Is there, like, when it comes to a program, is there, like, a one code? Like, a one underlying code? Like, is he, like, the one code? Like, could have still survived in there even if he got his plug pulled. That's all I'm wondering. I know this is not important in the grand scheme of things. Like, he made it out. It doesn't matter. But I'm just curious. I'm just curious as a non-code knower. Anyways, I don't know what the importance is, but I had written down the word reflection, and I stand by that. I feel like not every time, most times we had sunglasses. They made it a point so that you could see the reflection in the sunglasses. And I don't know if that's more so just a metaphor or an allegory. I need to brush up on the difference between those. For the fact that they are like a reflection of their real selves. I don't know if it's actually necessarily something deeper than that, but particularly in the scene where Morpheus has the pills out, they emphasized the fact that you could see the reflection of the hands and the reflection of the pill, and it seemed like each shade was a different path he could have chosen. Obviously that was a more noticeable one, but it just felt like they made a point where if there was a reflection, you were going to see they were going to focus on the reflection. I was just wondering why that is. I don't know if that's something that will make more sense if I watch more of the universe, or if I have to rewatch this, or if I'm reading into it too much, which is also possible. I have a tendency to do that because I'm trying to find all of the little things. Sometimes I make things, mountains into molehills. Molehills, whatever that phrase is. You know what I mean? I turn a little thing into a big thing when it doesn't need to be. Because there is a sense of pressure when you're reacting to these to be smart, to catch things. So, wow, that really did not want to come out. So when I watch these, I'm trying to pay attention to every little minutia, and obviously I still miss a ton, but because of that, sometimes I focus on things where they feel important and they're not really, if that makes sense. The reflection with the sunglasses could be one of those things. It could have just been an artistic choice. But in a film like this, where so many things feel more important, it feels more important. Speaking of, I wrote down choice, underline, underline, underline. This whole film was constantly about choice. Even the agents were giving choice. Not necessarily options you liked, but they still give you a choice. It kind of reminds me when, like, I need my daughter to do something and she's not going to want to do it. I don't give her the choice of if she can do it. I give her a choice of how she can do it, right? Like, okay, well, we have to brush your teeth and we have to brush your hair. Do you want to brush your teeth first or your hair first? I don't give her a choice of brushing your teeth, but do you want to do it now or do you want to do it later? So it gives them the illusion. Anyways, that was kind of like the agents, but they were still giving choice. And it felt like choice was a very big theme throughout this film, even from the very beginning when Neo was at in his boss's office and he was late. The boss said something, actually, looking back on it, seemed very agent-y. It said something that was very much like the agent, like, Mr. Anderson, we each have a choice, or something along those lines. Like, even that guy. And then obviously the choice of which color pill you want to take, the choice, do you want to go on the window or do you want to get arrested, the choice of, I'm showing you the door, do you want to walk through it? Like, it's all about choice. Even choosing to be the one was a choice, it almost seemed like. And don't even get me, oh my God. That is going to be a dissertation that I don't think I'll be able to dive into today with the fact of him being the one. That I feel like there could be a whole deep dive, hour-long video just on that. I'm getting ahead of myself. The next thing I wrote down is coloration. I don't even know if that's a word. But it seemed like there was different coloration depending on where they were. If they were in the Matrix, it kind of had more of a greenish overlay. When they were in real life, it was just like normal looking coloring. I thought that was just a nice little artistic touch. Not much deeper than that, but I thought that was nice. I didn't write this down, but going along with the coloration that I did write down, just the artistic style of this whole film, so good. When I watch movies like this, and there have been a bunch of movies that have made me feel this way, but I'm going to say it now because I don't think I've said it yet. But when I watch movies like this, it really, really, really makes me wish I had some sort of background or education. It's not too late. I could still go, but I'm not going to. Some sort of film study course. And I did one in college, but not in terms of like how design choices are made or artistic choices are made. It was had nothing to do with that, and it was honestly awful and so boring. Anyways, but I would love to be more knowledgeable on what goes into those design choices in terms of like the filming style, the coloring style. Just there is so much that goes into it, and some films is just so beautifully executed that it's like I wish I was more knowledgeable so I could speak to that more. So I do my best, but the way they chose to film this, like all of the action sequences, for example, so cool. And I said in the film, I'm not sure exactly, like, was this the one that kind of inspired future like styles like that, like the bullet time? I don't even know if that's what it's called. I think that's what we call it in video game world, where you can slow down bullets. Anyways, I'm pretty sure this was probably the first time that was done. It had to have been. Like, why else would anyone have done it? It seemed like this was very influential in terms of film style and design choice. And it was beautiful. Like even the action sequences were beautiful and very much reminiscent of, I watched a lot of martial arts films growing up. I was raised in a martial artist household, and anyways, very, very reminiscent of that. Definitely paid respect to, pulled inspiration from a lot of those old martial art films. And you could see that, obviously, most notably in the I know Kung Fu section. But even just like the main fighting sequences at the end there with the guns and stuff, they still found a way to have it be reminiscent of those martial arts films. And that was just beautiful. And maybe that's why it makes it so beautiful, because you're seeing a blending of styles in an action film that you don't necessarily always see. But there was definitely an art to these fighting sequences and how this was filmed. And I'm sure, obviously, you could say that probably about every action film, but this just felt more artistically styled, I guess. I don't know. I'm probably speaking in circles and making no sense. I'm just very excited, and there's just a lot that I want to say. So sorry if this is this is hard to follow. Kung Fu. Oh, Agent. Shit, what was his name? Smith? I think it was his name. Agent Smith. I had said before I knew like what was going on. I said uncanny valley. And that's absolutely what it was, because he's not a human, right? He was code pretending to be human, which is exactly what uncanny valley is. Like people that don't fully feel human. And that turns out that's what was going on. But he was creepy in the uncanny valley way. But he was also creepy because he wasn't outwardly a scary guy, right? Like if you just passed him, his actor, for example, if you just passed him walking down the street, you wouldn't be like, whoa, that's a creepy dude, right? Like Cypher, I looked at Cypher and I was like, oh, kind of creepy, giving me the ick. The agents, none of them were like that. None of them were outwardly creepy, outwardly scary, like outwardly daunting in their build or their appearance. But the uncanny valley, mixed with the fact that he referred to us as crops. The first crop failed. What? Like, that's creepy. That's creepy because that's literally, that's almost more scary because he doesn't view us as equals. I'm saying us like I was in there. Anyways, he views us as crops. And that's more scary because he knows we are like, besides Neo, we can do nothing to him. We can sure kill the body that he's in. And okay, oops, now he's going to come back 2 seconds later as somebody else. No big deal. Essentially, we are. And that makes him more scary because he knows that we are piddly little beings that cannot defend ourselves. So he was creepy in a different way, and I really liked that. There's so many different ways to do creepy. You got Agent Smith and the agents in their uncanny valley creepy and like, oh yeah, you little crap. But then you have the Cypher creepy, who just instantly, you know that if you're walking down the side of the road, and you're a woman alone, you want to walk on the other side of the room. And that's no shade to the actor. Please, I'm not saying this to the actor. I'm saying it to the character. If that character, I instantly knew. if that character were walking towards me, I would be crossing the road and walking on the opposite side of the street if I were by myself. That's all I'm saying. Dude was creepy. Gave me the ick instantly. Clearly justified. The way they were able to show different creepies, really well done. Really well done. I also wrote down The Cave by Plato. It's been a long time since I took my philosophy course in college. And before anybody says anything, I went to a liberal arts school. We were required to take, obviously, all the courses for our degrees, but then we also had to take courses for like other things. Like I also had to take astronomy, and I had to take statistics. Okay, so we had to dabble, all right, because it was part of being in a liberal arts college. Anyways, in my philosophy course, we learned the allegory of the cave, and I'm trying to remember it now. I'm sorry, my lips are so chapped. I'm pretty sure, please correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I was in college. I'm pretty sure with the allegory of the cave, that is the one where you have a man chained to the floor, or two men chained, whatever, it doesn't matter. People chained to the floor, and they're staring at the wall of a cave, and behind them is a fire or the entrance of the cave or something that's shining light into the cave. So they are experiencing life via shadows on the cave wall. And then when they get freed and they turn around and they see the actual life, they can't handle it. And they don't think that that's reality because they've never seen that before. Their reality were the shadows on the cave wall. So the whole allegory is like, would you leave the cave? Or would you go back like I think the guys in the story did and refuse to leave staring at the cave wall because they wanted what they knew? Very, very allegory cave coded, especially with Cypher. Cypher saw what was outside the cave, did not want it, wanted back in the cave. Pluto would have freaking loved it. And if that's not by Pluto, this is real awkward, but I've said it, so I'm going to be confident. I'm going to be confident. I might be loud and wrong, but I'm going to be loud because that's what I said. So that's very much, this was very much inspired by that. And you cannot tell me otherwise. However, it also had a lot of parallels to religion. And see, this is why I'm saying I need to watch this like 50 more times before I even understand. Someone has written a thesis on this movie, I'm sure. I'm sure of it. There were so many parallels to religion. So it's almost like this is an allegory of the cave, but is it also a retelling of popular religions? We have Abrahamic religions with the one, the Messiah. We have Buddhism. And, well, no, I'm going to say Buddhism specifically because it very much reminded me of when the Dalai Lama is reincarnated and they're trying to find the next Dalai Lama with the Oracle and all of these potential candidates of being the one. That's really, yeah, yep, absolutely. A lot of parallels to religion. And a diverse set of religions too, might I add. Thank you very much. I love that. Also, a lot of, this is very obvious, they literally flat out say it, but Alice in Wonderland. The White Rabbit, down the rabbit hole. That was more so in the very beginning. I can't recall anything towards the end, but all of those pieces really all tied together. It was like if you had the cave mixed with Alice in Wonderland, mixed with a bunch of religions, and you get the Matrix. That was so cool. And this is, I thought this was an action movie. I was not prepared. I thought this was an action movie. I was not prepared for the depth and complexity of this film. And it was just beautiful. It was beautiful. I also wrote down, would you still have broken it if I hadn't said anything? This is where we get in the weeds, and this is where I'm not going to really be able to talk on this as much as I would love to without multiple watches, okay? So the thing about a lot of films with that play on the learning the future, knowing the future type of thing, would that have happened, or did it only happen because I told you it was going to happen? Okay, so obviously we see that with the vase. Do we see that with Trinity too? Does she fall for Neo because she's told she's going to fall for the one? Or would she have fallen for Neo anyways, and that's why she thinks he's the one? Chicken or the egg? I don't know. Additionally, the whole concept of being the one. She talked about something how she was like, no, you're not the one, maybe in your next life or something like that. But then she also, again, oh, fuck, I know, shit. I need the actual quotes. I need to rewatch the scene. She had said something again about choice, and he did not think he was the one, therefore he was not the one. But as soon as he believed he was the one, he was the one. Would he have become the one if she didn't put that little thing in his head, like, not this life, maybe the next? And then he died and was resurrected, and he's like, oh shit, this is a new life, now I'm the one. Do all of those even tie together, or am I, again, making a mountain out of a molehill? So freaking good. This is so good, and I'm so sorry that this is, like, all over the place. I know they typically are when I get really excited or have a lot to say, but holy shit, I need to watch this a lot more, because there's just, I'm gonna pull out a Shrek line, another movie that I had seen a lot. See, I have seen films, okay, just not the ones that we react to on these channels. It's an onion wrapped up in layers. We got to peel those onion layers away. Anyways, I really loved this. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you would like to see the full reaction, you can find it over on Patreon. Patreon is linked in the description below, and usually a pinned comment as well. If you would like early access to these reactions, they're the same reactions. You just get them as soon as they're uploaded. You can become a channel member. If you don't want to do either of those things, you can just subscribe. That would be really cool too. I would really appreciate that, because as I said in the intro, every piece of this is important. No matter how you choose to be a part of the community, it's important. So you find which fits best for you and then do it. But I want you to be a part of the community. So definitely subscribe. Definitely leave some comments. And I guess that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support on all of these. I really appreciate your support on the channel. And I hope you have an amazing day.